Hello, everybody. Welcome to Upper Body Prep. All right, today we're going to go through some elbow flexion extension. We've been hitting a lot of shoulder stuff lately, so I wanted to concentrate a little more on flexion extension, and we'll bring in some radial ulnar positions as well with that, so that we'll hit them in a couple different positions. Again, as we go through this, just make sure that you're cueing into what feels good. Maybe one side feels a little better than the other as we go through flexion extension. Also, as we change radial ulnar positions, okay? As we go through this, see whether or not certain positions are easier or harder, okay? Because as we go back through, we're going to go back through and reinforce some of those areas that may not have been as good as others. So really just keep in tune with that. We're going to continue the same path. We'll go the different orientations to gravity, see how that may change, see how that may make things feel a little easier, a little harder. All those things we want to dial into as we go through this, so that way when we come back, we can either go through some reinforcement stuff or we can go through some simple exercise to try to challenge those positions. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with the palms open. Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hands up towards my shoulders as far as I can without bringing my shoulders forward. So if you look from the side, I'm just basically flexing my elbow and I'm going as far as I can. Now, if I bring my hand closer to my face, my elbow actually didn't move anymore. I'm just using my shoulder, which makes it look like I get more flexion of the elbow, but I actually don't, okay? So we're gonna keep those elbows right down to the side as we do this. And what I want you to really concentrate on is, as you come up, we're gonna get a good squeeze, okay? And we're gonna try to see whether or not one side versus the other feels a little bit better. And then as you go down, I want you to actually squeeze the tricep and extend the elbow as far as you can, okay? I can already feel as I go into extension, my right elbow just doesn't want to extend like my left, but that's also because I've had surgery on my right arm, and I just know I don't have that full extension anymore, okay? So I want you to tune into both of those. Flexion, how does it feel here? How does it feel when you go all the way down and you lock your elbow out, or try to lock your elbow out and try to squeeze that tricep on the backside, okay? So let's go through that. Palms out to start with. And we're just coming up and right back down. Coming up, right back down. I'm getting a good squeeze in the tricep on the extension. And I'm just trying to see how high can I get. Does it feel relatively the same as I look down? Am I relatively getting up as high? And does it feel like I'm getting just as much extension as I am on each side? And then I'm going to relax. This time I'm going to turn my palms facing backwards. I'm going to keep them facing backwards, okay? So we're going to pronate the hand a little bit, and we're going to bring it straight up. Again, all the way up. Then we're going to squeeze it back down. All the way up. Squeeze it back down. All right? It's nice and easy. I'm just comparing both sides. Good. Then I'm going to go thumbs facing straight out. Okay? Bring the thumbs right up towards the shoulders and extend down. Lock the tricep out. Okay? Lock the elbow. Going from the side, you can see my shoulders aren't moving. It's just my elbow motion that we're working on today. Okay? Perfect. All right, let's go seated. So if you've got a chair, grab a chair. If you're going to grab the floor, we can grab the floor. I got my mat here today. So I'm just going to sit down on the floor, feet out in front. Again, if you need to, bend your knees a little bit. Okay, so this doesn't allow me to get full extension. So I'm going to start in a slightly bent elbow. So here's where the trick is. When I go to extend, you're actually going to see how my shoulders are going to kind of come this way just a little bit so I can get my full extension. Then I'm going to relax. So I'm going to start here with the palms up. I'm going to lift and I'm going to see where I'm at. Then as I hit the ground, if your arms are long enough, which they probably are, you're not extended in this position, okay, all the way. So I'll bring my fin in so you can see. So from here, I'm just going to extend my extend my elbow, lock out my tricep, and you're going to notice how my shoulders come forward just a little. That's okay for this, okay? So I'm going to come up, relax, extend, see how much extension I can get. Up, down, extend, up, down, extend, up, down, extend. Get a couple more. Down, extend, up, down, extend. Perfect. Let's turn the palms down, okay? So from here, bringing hands up, down, and then extend, and I'm locking out. You're gonna see my shoulders come forward just a little. Relax, bend, down, extend, bend, down, extend, bend, down, extend. Get a couple more of these. And extend. Perfect. Now I'm going to go thumbs up. Okay. Same thing. Bend, down, let it relax, extend them. Bend, down, extend, bend, down, extend, bend, down, extend, bend, down, extend. Last one. Extend. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to flip over onto my left side now. Okay. So from here, I'm going to have my legs straight, palms going to be facing out. Okay. From here, again, I want to keep my shoulder in one place. So my elbow is going to stay relatively in the same spot in relation to my body. Okay. Palms facing out, and I'm just bringing it up, extending out and locking out. Bring it up, extend out, lock it out. Okay. We're just getting that flexion, extension. How does that feel? Can you get full extension? Okay. Perfect. So flip it around, palm facing back now, bringing it straight up, down and extend, straight up, down and extend, up, down and extend, up, down and extend, up, down and extend, up, down and extend. Good. Thumb facing straight out, bring it up, extend down and lock it out. Up, extend, lock it out. Up, extend, lock it out. Extend, lock it out. Extend, lock it out. Perfect. Let's flip over. I'm going to go to the right side. Okay. Again, we're going to start with the palm facing out. Bring it straight up, all the way down. Lock out the tricep or lock out the elbow. All the way up, extend out. All the way up, extend out. All the way up, extend, up, extend, up, extend, up, extend. Turn the palm facing back now, just coming up, down, up, down, up, down. Two more, up, down, up, down. Okay, thumb facing out, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Two more, up, down, up, down. Perfect. All right. On our backs. Let's start palms facing up. Okay. From here, I'm going to bring both hands up. I'm going to see where they're at. I'm going to extend down and I'm going to lock out my elbow. Okay. Does it feel similar? Okay. Is it harder on one side than it is the other? Do you have a little more motion with one side versus another, okay? Perfect. Let's go palms down. Palms facing down, bring it up, extend down, lock out, back, extend down, bring it back, extend down, bring it back. Just seeing how they feel side to side. Good. Thumbs up, bring it straight up, lock it out, 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 bring it straight up, lock it out. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna go prone, but we're gonna do a little different. So probably the easiest way to do this is we're gonna just stand back up, okay? We're gonna bend over, so the arms are gonna basically just hang, okay? And from here, what I want you to do is you're gonna kind of pull them back just a little. So notice if I were to bend over, okay, my hands are starting kind of right at my knee. So from here, we're gonna start with the palms up. We're gonna come up, extend, up, extend, up, extend, up, extend, up, extend. Perfect, okay? So the next one, palms are gonna be facing straight back, okay? So here again, here, so I'm up, extend back, 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 up, extend back. Good. Next, thumbs facing straight out. Here, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back. Awesome. So now that we went through all those different orientations to gravity, let's go back through, okay? So as we're standing, if we were standing, when you were standing straight up with the palms out, if you felt like one side was more limited than the other and one side was a little bit more difficult than the other, then here's what I want. So let's, for example, let's say as I went up, my right side into flexion, okay, was a little bit tougher than my left, okay? So here's what I want you to do. You're gonna take that right side, we're gonna come up to where you felt like you could go that was comfortable. You're gonna take your opposite hand and you're gonna push out of flexion into extension. And we're gonna do an isometric hold. So I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna contract my bicep, thinking about driving my hand straight up towards my shoulder. And I'm gonna do a nice light isometric. I'm gonna hold for 6 seconds and relax. Then I'm gonna bring it up, hold for 6, and relax, okay? If you felt like you couldn't get full extension with the tricep, okay? So you couldn't get full lockout with our palm facing straight out. So I'm here. The easiest thing to do is if you have a wall, try to extend back into the wall, okay? Or something like if you have your chair there, because it's just nice and light. You're just pushing into the chair, okay? The other thing you can do if you don't have either of those is if you're actually like my right elbow doesn't lock out as well as my left, all I'm doing is a nice light isometric into extension, okay? So all I'm trying to do is extend my elbow. I'm gonna hold that for 6 seconds, and then I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna hold for 6, I'm gonna relax, okay? If palm out on the right side felt pretty good for you, grab like your 5 or 10 pound plate or your can, whatever you got. You're gonna go palm out, and we're just gonna hit 15 to 20 all the way up, extending. So I really want you to accent the extension here. So when you come up, squeeze. When you come down, notice as I finish, I'm actually squeezing my tricep and really challenging that extension. If you have a band, you can do that as well, but I would prefer you grab like some sort of dumbbell or plate or anything that you can hold on to that isn't a rubber band, okay? So what are we working on first? If we were limited on the right side, we're working on isometric into flexion or isometric into extension. You got 6 reps, okay, of 6-second holds. But if you felt pretty good with this one, then all I want you to do is we're gonna hammer out 15 bicep curls with the emphasis on extension on the way down, okay? So let's see how everybody's doing with that. Does everybody understand what we got? Everybody doing okay? Awesome. Okay. If you went through that and that was fine, okay, we also have to get something on the left. So if this was the limited, right was the limited side and you went through your isometrics, but your left felt great, then I want you to take your plate, your dumbbell, your whatever, and I want you to get 15 good reps to 20 reps on that left side. Wasn't limited, so we're going to challenge it. Okay. If your left side was your bad side or your limited side, we're going to do our isometrics into that position. Okay. Whether that was flexion or extension, or maybe it was both. Okay. Maybe you have to actually hit both flexion and extension with those light isometrics. Okay. So let's make sure that everybody's got those before we go forward. Everybody's doing pretty good. Cool. Awesome. So rules don't change, right? If as we turn our palm back towards the wall, if we felt, right, like this right side was a little limited, let's go ahead and get our isometrics for this. So 6 reps of 6-second holds, okay? If not, let's get 15 to 20 good reps of curls, okay, with the emphasis on the extension on the way down, okay? Let's go ahead and get those right now. If you were limited on the left side, we'll get that here in a second, okay? We'll get to the left side here in a second. But your only job is, if we were limited in this position, let's get our isometrics, 6 seconds, 6 reps of those, or 15 to 20 curls with the palm facing back, okay? Just make sure we're getting that on the right side. And if you finish with the right, let's switch over to the left, okay? So let's make sure that if you get done with the right, the left felt great, let's get 15 to 20 good reps. If it didn't feel as good as the right side, then let's hit our isometrics, either in flexion or extension, or maybe you need to do both, okay? Maybe you feel like you couldn't go as far into both flexion extension, okay? So let's not limit ourselves just to doing one or the other. If you felt limited in both, let's hit both. Good. Everybody's looking pretty good. Okay. So then the last position that we challenged was our thumb up. And all we're going to do is the same thing. Okay. We either got 15 to 20 reps of just normal flexion with the emphasis on extension on the way down on the right side. But if you were a little more limited in that position, I want you to go through 6 reps of 6-second holds isometrically into flexion or extension. Because maybe you felt like flexion was good, extension was just not quite as good. So for here, let's just challenge that extension into these lighter isometrics where we're really just holding a 6-second count, okay? Once you finish with the right side, switch over to the left. Let's make sure that we're getting all the repetitions that we can. So if it felt good, make sure you're doing doing the repetitions. If it didn't feel so good, make sure you're doing the light isometrics. Good. Let's make sure we're getting both sides. Good. Everybody's looking like they're catching on. All right. All right. So here's what we got next. As we move forward with the different orientations, so as we go to seated, as we go to sideline, as we go to supine and prone, here's what we're going to do next. Okay. If you were limited, so we're going to start with seated. If you were limited in any one of the three positions, whether that be palm up, whether that be palm down, or whether that be thumb towards the shoulder, I want you to pick on the right side now. I want you to pick the orientation of your radius and ulna, or your radius and ulna. Like, I want you to pick what orientation felt the most limited based on the other side. Now, if all three positions felt really, really good, okay, and nothing felt limited right to left, then your job is easy. We're going to hit 10 repetitions of curls with extensions, seated, with the palm up, 10 with the palm down, 10 with the palm, or with the thumb straight out. Okay. If you were limited in one of those three positions, all I want you to do is the reinforcement for that position. So if we have palm up, thumb up, palm down, you're just hitting the one that felt a little funky, felt a little off for you. 6 reps of 6 second holds. I don't want you to hit anything else. Okay. Then if you flip over to the opposite side and the left side, let's say all three positions felt really good compared to the other. Okay. You were just going through 10 reps of palm up, 10 reps, palm down, 10 reps, thumb up. Okay. If the left side of any one of those three positions felt off, any one, all I want is the isometric. Okay. So you might actually only do a set of isometrics on the right and a set of isometrics on the left, but the set of isometrics on the right might be palm up. The set of isometrics on the left might be thumb towards the shoulder. The only way you're hitting 30 total reps of curls and extensions is if both sides felt perfect. Okay. So let's make sure that we're going through that. Looking good. There you go. So we're just getting a good flexion, good extension, not trying to overdo it. Okay. We're just emphasizing the extension on the bottom. Okay. So you don't have to extend your shoulder to try to get a ton of extension, just nice and easy. Okay. All I want you doing is emphasizing the extension. Good. Everybody looks like they're getting it. Not saying it's easy, just saying it looks like everybody's getting it. All right. Looks like we're getting close. All right. So next one, sideline. Okay. So here's what we got. Sideline. What I'm going to have you do is we're going to hit if all three orientations of our hand felt really good. So let's say, for example, I'm on my left side. So we're starting with the right. Okay. If all three of these positions, like palm facing out, thumb down, palm out, all three of those positions felt good, all I want is 5 reps with your dumbbell, okay, of flexion extension. If one of those three, or let's say a couple of them, but let's pick the one that was the worst, didn't feel as good as the other side, all I want you to do is go through your 6-second holds for 6 reps of isometrics, just in that one orientation that felt the worst. That's it. Okay. So you're only doing 6 total reps. If it felt good in all 3 positions, you're doing 15 total reps. 5 with the palm out, 5 with the palm back, 5 with the palm straight down or the thumb up. Okay. Same thing when we flip over to the right side. Okay. I'm going to flip over to the right side. If all 3 of these positions felt really good for you, you're only doing 5 repetitions, palm up or palm straight out, palm back, thumb out. Got it? If one of those 3 positions felt a little off compared to the right side for you, pick the position, radial ulnar position, that felt the worst, and we're doing 6 reps of 6-second holds. That's it. Okay? Let's not overcomplicate it. Make sure that we're only getting 15 total reps if it felt really good. We're only getting 6 reps on the position that didn't feel so hot. Looking good. Looking good. Looks like everybody's getting it. Sure, we're only getting 15 reps, so 5 each position, not doing more than that, and not doing more than 6 reps of 6-second holds based on the position that felt the worst. Okay, so you might have been limited on a couple different positions, but pick the worst one. All right, looks like just everybody's wrapping up. So let's go. We're going to go on our back. So we're going to go supine this time. Okay. So same scenario. If both sides, if I'm laying on my back, both sides felt really good, felt equal, palms up, palms down. All I want is 5 repetitions with your plate, dumbbell, whatever, going through. So 15 total reps, 5 palms up, 5 thumbs up, 5 palms down. If one of those positions, and we're going to do them both at the same time if they both felt great, if one of those positions didn't feel so good for you, right to left, okay, so let's say, for example, uh, going up the right side felt a little limited with the palm down, you're going to hit your 6 reps of 6-second holds only on the side that felt limited, okay? So if it felt limited on any one of those positions, all you need to do is the one. Oh, what happened to our feed? Okay, there we go. It You only need to do the 6-second holds for 6 reps. Okay, so if any of those positions felt off when you were on your back, You're only doing the reinforcement on the side in the radial ulnar position that felt the most limited. So you're really only going to hit 6 reps, period. Like you're not going to do anything with the other side. You're only going to facilitate the side that was limited. Okay. So if it felt pretty good, we should only be getting 15 total reps. 5 palms up, 5 thumbs up, 5 palms down. Looking good. Awesome. All right. So last position, okay? Prone, but we're going to do it standing up. So here's the same rules apply. If all 3 positions on both sides felt equal, you've got 5 repetitions with the palms up, 5 with the thumbs up, 5 with the palms down. If any one of those positions or sides felt a little off for you, then I want you to pick that side in that orientation, and you got 6 reps of 6-second holds. That's it. Okay. So if both of them felt good, you can bang out both sides at the same time. And remember, because this is more of a prone orientation, you're going to be facing, and your chest is going to be parallel to the floor. So I'm here. Okay. I'm not standing up, straight here, up. Okay. If I'm limited, it's the same thing. If one side felt a little better, I'm here and I'm doing my isometric bent over. Okay. So I'm doing my isometric with my chest buried towards the floor. Okay. So my chest is parallel to the floor. So I'm getting that different orientation to gravity. All right. So let's make sure that we're getting those. Like both sides felt really good. You got 15 total reps, 5 with the palms up, 5 with the palms back, 5 with the thumbs up. If any one of those 3 positions felt a little off, all you have is that side that felt off. You have the 6-second holds for 6 reps. That's it. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Looks like everybody's kind of finished up. All right. So as we went through all those different positions, now when we wrap up, if you want, you can go back through all the different orientations to gravity. See how palms up feel. See how palms down feel. See how thumbs up feel in all the different positions that we just hit. Okay. Anytime we're limited, we're going to always start out with nice light isometrics to try to regain some range of motion with some strength. And anytime they feel good, we're just going to challenge those positions. Okay. So you can go back through after we're done here and just see, like, hey, oh, that feels a little bit better than it did before. Or you know what? Like, man, I just got a pretty good elbow flexion extension workout in because everything felt pretty good. Either way, that's what we're looking for. We're either going to get a nice little workout out of it, or we're going to get a nice little workout and some more motion and strength. Or hey, this was a good session for me just to build some added motion, or and just add a little bit of strength to maybe a position that I didn't feel so hot in. So I hope you guys enjoyed upper body prep today. If you missed it, we'll get this up to YouTube as fast as we can. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's Body Activation LLC. Make sure you click subscribe. so that you get any notifications anytime that we upload videos. We're constantly updating our library and updating videos for you guys to check out. If you're having specific issues, make sure you get a hold of us. We could always do a coaching call and or walk you through maybe some things that would make you feel better if this isn't targeting exactly what you need. So until Thursday, guys, I hope you have a good evening, and I'll check you out on Thursday.